Will we be seeing the return of the Hellcat motor in the new Dodge Charger? There's been some rumors, there's been some speculation, there's been some talk about it, but will it actually happen? What's up, everybody? How you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's talk about the Hellcat engine as a whole. With the administration coming up, with Carlos Tavares stepping down, being resigned, aka basically fired effective immediately, and potential for Tim Kuniskis to become the CEO, or someone else that's very similar to Tim Kuniskis might be actually becoming the CEO, and the Hellcat engine might be coming back. But will it be coming back in the new Dodge Charger or a different vehicle? Well, that actually might not be the case. Let's actually play a clip from Matt Moran of Matt Moran Motoring. Also, make sure you're subscribed to his channel. He does very good weekly updates, in my opinion. They're the best content on YouTube, I feel like, in my opinion. But let's watch this clip real quick and see what he says.
I went to the Charger EV launch this week and I was talking with some of the engineers there, and a couple of us were talking about, the idea of V8s and all this kind of stuff with the new, most likely emissions regulations that'll be coming in or lack thereof. While we were talking with the journalist here, they confirmed to us that the Hellcat motor will not fit in the Charger. It won't fit. So
there you go. There you go. You're not hearing it from people speculating. You're not hearing it from people hearing rumors. He went to this event, specifically talked to people from Dodge, and they flat out told him it will not fit in the car. Now, here's a couple things to consider. Could they make some changes, do something different in the process, the build process, to make it fit? Could they, adjust some things? I wouldn't say no, right? Could they do it? Yeah, they could. Are they going to do it with all the inline six stuff that they've been building, R&D, the whole 9 yards? Would they just shit can that all together and then just put a Hellcat engine in it for the high horsepower one? I honestly don't see that being the case. And Dodge is going the direction of absolutely changing the looks and producing new vehicle platforms altogether. So the Hellcat staying around in a new vehicle doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Now, they're still throwing the Hellcat in the Dodge Durango, but they haven't completely changed the Dodge Durango. So that might still continue to be sold. And I don't see why it couldn't. Bringing back the Jeep Trackhawk, though, would be a smart idea in my opinion. That is a very good vehicle. It's a really cool vehicle. They do dominate the streets when people tune those and build those. They're very fun vehicles. I would say it sold fairly well. They didn't sell a ton of them, but when they did produce them, people were ordering them. They were selling on the lots. You can't find a new one anywhere. And of course, they discontinued it a few years ago, but you can't find a new one anywhere. And you can't find a really lightly used one anywhere for the most part either. They always have a lot of miles on them. Now, they are a very common stolen vehicle, so that has a lot to do with it too. But they always seem to have a pretty good amount of miles on them when you try to find one that's used. And if you do find one that's used that has low mileage, they are like almost six figures, if not six figures. So there is a demand for them, and the used market is paying a premium for them. So that could be where we could see the Hellcat coming back. They could throw it back into the trucks too, the Ram trucks like the TRX. But as far as putting it into the new vehicles, that's not looking to be the case. They're going to run with the inline six. Now, I want to remind everyone, the inline six twin turbo vehicle is a fully forged engine. So you can up the boost, as the BMW crowd likes to say, and what a lot of people are aware of already about those cars, is a downpipe and a tune, or a downpipe and an email, makes like 700 horsepower. It's just insane. So it's good to get this confirmation that the Hellcat will not fit in here. Let's go ahead and hear what the rest he has to say, and then we'll close out this video.
So and they didn't specify whether it was a width issue or a height issue or what. So they just said it doesn't fit. And when asked about, have they reconsidered any of their engine plans since, the presidential election and all that, they're like, no, like we're doing the EV and we're doing the inline six. They even said they had to make some pretty substantial changes to like the engine cradle area and all that to actually accommodate the inline six at all. And some extra work involved to have that multi-powertrain thing in the first place. And so that was, a tall enough order on its own. And then to put in a V8 just seems like it's out of the question for them. So that was, they confirmed Hellcat motor will not fit. So we can just put that to rest. Anyone hoping or thinking that this is going to happen, even if there is no EPA whatsoever, even if there is no emissions regulations whatsoever, Hellcat motor is not coming back, at least not in the Charger.
And there you guys have it. It did take quite a bit for them just to put the inline six engine in there. And it is worth mentioning too that the Hellcat engine, the entire thing, is a lot bigger than the inline six. I don't know if you guys have seen the photos or whatnot. They're all over the internet. The inline six engine is pretty small, all things considered, in my opinion, versus a big block V8, or even a short block V8 for that matter. But and also it's all-wheel drive, right? It's all-wheel drive, so there's going to be a lot more components in the engine bay underneath overall too. So that's something to think about as well. When you take a big Hellcat motor V8 and try to also put the all-wheel drive conventions and stuff in there too, there's just too much going on in there. So it does make sense. People were just hopeful with the rumors and the speculation. They were just hopeful. But when you really sit back and think about it, it makes sense. And it's nice that Matt got concrete evidence, or should I say concrete answers to that very question. Does the Hellcat engine, will you put a Hellcat engine in the new Charger? Nope. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.